Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
Channel. My name is Philedama, and today I'm going to talk a little about my story and where I have been, how I grow up, and this is my story. So I used to stay with my mom in the village. So my mom used to wake up, he makes samosas, and then he goes to sell it. So when I reach a point where I'm supposed to go to school, my mom had to take me to go and stay with my dad. So I go. So my dad used to stay in Nandi Hills. So that's Nandi County. So that's where I used to stay with my grandpa. They used to stay in the same village, but not in the same house. They live in their own house. So when I was there, I was about, how old was I? I guess I can't remember because I was too little. So I stayed there. So the first time when I meet my grandpa was like, oh God, you're cute. So and then he offered me some sweets. You know, my grandpa had a shop, a kiosk, so he used to sell sweets, biscuits, everything that you want as a family, I guess. And then so I started to build a relationship with my grandpa because I was too little, and you know how little kids wanakanga na wazazi wao, they are just like venye wanakaa na shosho ama guka. So my grandpa, it was an estate whereby, do you know people plug tea leaves, yeah, and then you go and make majani chai. I don't know how to put it in English because you carry a basket on your back with it depends with how you make the rope. So the rope you'll wear like this, as if you're wearing a bag, but that's a basket that has been weaved. And then huwa ni poa sometimes because for someone who doesn't get used to it, it's so heavy and tiresome. But if you get to it, you feel like you're just doing a normal thing, unusual things. So I stay with my dad, my mom. So my mom used to stay at home. Not that they were not in good terms or they are divorced. No, they were just in a relationship where my dad was looking for income to feed us, and my mom so asked to stay at home to look at the farm, something of such kind. So my mom will sometimes come and visit us. She will come and brought us food, what she has been farming, she brought to us, and we just enjoy. You'll be like, oh, Mama's come and visit us. Hey, see you ni poa sana. And you're like, oh, good. So as we continue, you know how my mom used to stay in Ushago. So we'll be like, hi Daddy, it has been long since we meet Mommy. Why can't we go home? So why can't we go hub account? I don't know how they call it. Shall go in English. Oh my God, maybe I will search for it and then I will know how to say it because I don't know. I'm not used to it. I'm just used to saying Ushago. Ushago is like kwenye mali penye mashosho wako. So we stayed, and then at that time I used to be that person who was so close to my grandpa more than my dad, because grandpa was there, he was giving me sweets, he was yeah, he was telling me some stories how they used to live in their old life, hiyo yani kitambo venye walikuwa wanaishi. So mimi nilikuwa napenda nikae na grandpa, he tell me stories, he give me something to eat like that. It's not that my dad was not giving me, hapana. Venye yes, utapenda kukaa na mtu mwenye is giving you some vibe that you want, so cheerful and playful, something of such kind. So I joined at that time I had already joined my baby school, so that's nursery. So I was, and then so in nursery school, in our 8 system, we used to stay, you go nursery and then you go, there's this kakatikati, no nursery is that one that you join, but you're being teach how to read, how to say ABCD 1 2 3 such things, and then you come to this middle where we're being taught now how to come when you join. Before you join class 1, there's this I don't know how they say it. It has been kitambo, so I forgot about it. Walikuwa wanaisema aje? I guess I forgot it. So yeah. So and then when you are in that you are in that class, it is a nursery, but it is the third one before you join class 1. So I don't know. I can't remember the name. There was a name they used to say, but I can't remember it. Sikumbuki ilikuwa inaitwa aje. So ikafika time yenye you have to join class 1. So we went. So if you want to join, so in that school it was like this. You went to join which primary school, you are being registered, and then they say wewe utaenda kufanyia exam kwa shule fulani, wewe utaenda kufanyia exam kwa shule fulani. So as for me, I choose a primary school, Chemomi, which most of the students choose. And then we went and did an exam. So I passed. I didn't fail. I passed. So I did not fail. I passed the exam. And then I was ready to join class 1. At this moment, I'm just like, I was a little, I didn't know that much. I was so excited to join class 1, where I didn't know that you have to wake up so early. When you are being in nursery school, mtu haamki mapema. So your time imefika, you have to wake up early. But the good thing is that my dad used to make us breakfast. He used to wake up so early and then cook for us so we can eat it before we left for school. So I joined class 1. It was 209. I joined class 1. And when I joined class 1, that excitement of joining class 1, I joined class 1 and everything was good, everything was fine, everything was flowing. Because things was not that expensive, you can get anything using 1 bob. 1 shilling, a shilling in Kenya, not in 1 shilling, so you can buy anything. That time, even when your father gave you 50 bob or 100 shillings, you'll be like, yeah, mini songo bana, I'm rich, and you'll be like, I got this. Leo mimi ndio na spoil. Imagine that is 50 bob. But imagine saizi upe mtoto yeyote 50. That kid will be like, are you joking? Are you serious giving me this little amount of money to use? No, but at that time it was a lot of money. So, and that is it. So life continued. We used to play Evo. Sometimes I used to play with other kids. You make friends. And to play a lot with different people. I didn't know that. In that place we used to live different tribe of people. different type of people. People were coming from different places, so you used to live with them, and then you might just make friends, and then all of a sudden they are being transferred. Imagine you are being connected with someone for a long time, and then all of a sudden wamahamishwa, wanapeleka waende wanawahamisha, wanapeleka waende mahali pengine. They are supposed to do the work, and so unapoteza tu hivyo rafiki. You lost just a friend like that because utafanya nini sasa? What will you do? Nothing. So making friends, it was good because some were long lasting and some were not. So I learned because my grandpa was a talkative person. Used to say that when you grow up you'll know how to speak English. So he was like, utakuwa unajua kuongea English, utakuwa unasema 40 and I was like, kuka. Yeah, I was like, yani, for them, you know, my grandpa used to tell me that when they reach class 3 in their era, they will be like, oh, this person is educated, mtu ako sawa, mtu anajua kila kitu. And imagine that tumefika class 3. What does the class 3 do? Nothing. So uko class 3 and I'm like, grandpa, class 3, yeah. But akasema, and then grandpa anasema, hiyo enzi yao mtu kufika hapo hivyo unakuwa umesoma sana. So he was like, mi hata sikufika huko. So wewe nataka usome, and then you will be like talking 40. So 40 my grandpa is saying.
Unajua kwa nini? Hii ni maajabu.
I'm good. So we used to say, so at that time, remember you have to wake up in the morning, go to school every day, and then come back at 4. So no, for lower classes was up to 1 to 3. Class 1 to 3 was lower classes. So we used to get out of the school around it saa 6? No, ilikuwa saa 7. Yeah, so it's saa 6:40, so hiyo ni around saa 7. So we used to get out of school at that time. So unatoka shule and then you are unafurahi, you're going home. Then you meet your grandpa. By the way, a lot of people would wonder, why do I talk about grandpa a lot? No, guys, I get along well with my grandpa, so I have to talk about him. So I used to talk a lot about we used to talk a lot with my grandpa. So he teaches me how to sell. So sometimes I go, I help him in his kiosk. So he teaches me, this is, if you want to sell hunga, you have to sell at this price. So there's this time, so my grandpa, there's this man who was, he came here, so he was a deaf. So he came, and for me it was my first time seeing him at the shop. So he was like, he was using sign to talk to me, and I can't understand what he was telling me. So I was like, what is this man telling me? What the, I don't understand. And then my grandpa was serving other customers. So I had to tell grandpa, I can't understand what this man is telling me, because he was using signs, and I was too little to understand signs. So my grandpa started talking to him, you know, and then he said, and then I see my grandpa going and taking this kerosene. He was saying that he want kerosene. So my grandpa go take and then serve him kerosene. And I was like, I didn't get that. Okay. So it was like that. So my grandpa, and then he tells me, this man usually come here and then he tells me what he wants, and then I started to say, "Ai grandpa, ai kuka unajua aje na mimi si nimekuwa nikiongea naye na hata sielewi alikuwa ananiambia nini." Akasema, "Utaelewa tu." So after time, so that man used to come. So do you have that feeling that once you have seen someone, you will see him or her frequently? Mpaka unashangaa kwani huyu mtu alikuwa wapi mara ya kwanza sikuwa namuona. Ukishaona tu hivi mtu ndio unajua this person do exist. Kwa nini sasa siku hizi namuona kila siku na ile mara ya kwanza sikuwa namuona? Yeah, hivyo ndio inakuwa. So the moment you just have connected or just know someone, they will just appear in you multiple times, and then you'll be able to recognize them, because you can't recognize a person who you have never seen them. That's nothing that it doesn't happen like that, I guess. So my grandpa was that person that he has this wheelbarrow. Do you know wheelbarrow? So my grandpa will go and make a lot of shopping. Let's say like a wholesale shopping for the kiosk. And then there's these boys, the teenage ones. So that period sikuwa nimefika ile umri ya kuwa teenager. I was still will I say a toddler? No, a children. Yeah, because I was just a child. I had not reached that teenage. Sikuwa nimefika hiyo umri ya kuwa teenage. So these boys, so they have you ever seen people who just wanangangania kitu? How do I say that? They are just nganganiaring kitu to use to be them. So this is how my grandpa used to say, because they used to fight. And then I used to tell them, "Why are you fighting?" Because money. Grandpa used to give them money. If you carried that, so it was like this. It was a place of 50 shillings. So my grandpa used to go to town which was Nandi Hills town, and then he comes, and then there was a junction. So kwa hiyo junction ndio saa grandpa alikuwa anaweka hapo vitu for people to come and pick him with these luggages. So people come, they have wheelbarrow. So it depends, if it's too many luggages, there will be 2 wheelbarrows. They will skuma. So watakuwa wanasukuma wheelbarrow, wakienda wanasukuma mpaka wafikishe kwa, because I can't remember how much grandpa used to give them. Because will you fight for a little money? No, you can't fight. So they used to fight until grandpa has to choose to say, today is you, the next day the other one has to go, like that, so that no one has to take another one's opportunity. So each one has to have the same opportunity in order to make balance. Yeah. So let's say if I may say my childhood life was good, because I was like, if I need anything that I need to use, and go to grandpa, kuka, I go like, kuka, nataka hii, and he gives me. Sometimes it'd be like, no, this is too much, you're not supposed to use it. So in my childhood, I used to eat a lot of sweets. Let me tell you, now I'm paying for it. I'm paying for it. Hey, I imagine me no wine and no. It's because I ate a lot of sweets. But I ate a lot of sweets. So we stayed. Oh, I forget even to mention. Imagine we used to stay, me, my father, and my my brother, my
Let's remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. May you call all your members, family, friends of friends, and all people that you are connected with to come and subscribe to my channel.